Okay, now day 4. Today we are going to talk about the AWS global infrastructure. And AWS has 4 major global infrastructure. The first one is AWS region. The second one is AWS availability zone. The third one is AWS data center, while the fourth one is AWS edge location. Now, for you to see different geography that AWS has, you can visit infrastructure.aws so that you can see different kind of global infrastructure that they have at this moment. So now let's start with the first one, which is the AWS region. Now, what we call AWS region, you see, AWS has a very vast region in the whole world. In fact, they have different services in the world, around the world. So, and all these services that they have some certain region that have access to some services, some certain region don't have access to some services on AWS. The reason is because some region government may not want their citizen to have access to some information, while some may want their citizen to have access to some specific information. Now, all these regions, they have a name. You can see US East 1, you can see EU West 1, all those things, they have a name. I'm going to show you in the practical aspect. Now, number 2, we have availability zone. AWS availability zone, it is what is inside the AWS region. So the region is like a big geographical area. So inside that big geographical area, which we call region, we now have what we call availability zone. So availability zone can be 3. 1 availability zone, 2, 3. So the minimum for availability zone is 3, 1, 2, 3. Then the maximum can be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inside the region. Now, this availability zone, they are built in such a way that they are not connected to each other. And the reason they are not connected to each other, the reason they are separated, whereby one is here, one is here, one is here, is because if one has maybe one breakdown, the other 2 will continue working. Or if 2 even break down, one would be able to service the customer, so that your business will not even, there will be nothing like your business was not accessible for maybe 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's not possible on AWS. The reason is because all those availability zones, they are not connected to each other. You understand? So they are built in an isolated way to service the customer. Now, the third one, which is what we call the data center. Now, the data center is what is actually inside the availability zone. So let me give you the big picture. The AWS region is the big one. The availability zone, they are those isolated things inside the AWS region. Now, inside that AWS region, inside that AWS availability zone, we now have what we call data center. So data center can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, can be more inside one availability zone. So like this availability zone can have up to 3 data center. This one can have up to 3 data center. This one can have up to 3 data center, where customers can access whatever things they want to access. You understand? So that is what we call data center. Now, the last one is what we call edge location. As I'm talking to you right now, AWS has vast number of edge location around the globe, and they have more than 400 plus edge location. They have more than any other cloud providers. So they are still the best option right now, and that's why they are still #1 tech giant in cloud industry. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please follow, like, and share so that more people can learn from this cloud explanation. See you in the next video.